All right, this Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial has been watched and analyzed in every single different way. There's bullshit body language experts talking about, oh, they saw this and they moved like this. That means they feel this. But I'm just gonna go at it from a relationship standpoint. And let's go all the way back to the start. I wanna see who Johnny Depp's first relationship actually was. So let's look. Looks like Johnny Depp was actually first married before he was even famous. So 83 to 85, he got married before he even got that part in Nightmare on Elm Street. Then he was dating Sherilyn Fenn, who was really big on Twin Peaks in the 90s. Then he was engaged to Jennifer Grey. Then he was engaged to Winona Ryder in the 90s. Then he was in a relationship with Kate Moss. So Johnny Depp's been dating a ton of different very famous women and very beautiful women. Johnny Depp and Vanessa Paradis were partners for 14 years. So that was like his realest, longest relationship. And apparently they don't have that much bad blood together because they share children and they see each other as friends. Then we get to Amber Heard. Oh, they were only married for a year. Wait, I didn't even know that. Did you know that? That they were only married for a year? They met on the set of Rum Diary. Everybody knows that, in 2009, but they married in 2015. Interesting thing is, Heard filed for divorce from Depp and then 4 days later obtained a temporary restraining order against him and alleged that Depp had physically abused her during their relationship. And this is why the trial is going on. He said Depp denied the allegations and through his representatives said Heard was attempting to secure a premature financial resolution by alleging abuse. So she wanted money? They reached a settlement after Heard withdrew her request for a domestic violence restraining order. She also rescinded her spousal support request of $50K a month. $50K a month! Amber Heard's dating history. Okay, so her first public, I guess, relationship was with Tassia Van Ree, who was a photographer. She actually changed her last name to Van Ree when they were together, but I guess they did not get married. Heard was arrested for domestic violence against her. Van D eventually pedaled back and told Us Weekly that the incident had been misinterpreted, but that was years later, possibly after they kind of made up. Then she marries Johnny Depp. Now, after they broke up, Amber Heard started dating Elon Musk. And she insists that it happened after they divorced. Looks like they broke up and then got back together. There's a guy named Vito Schnabel. They broke up less than a year. Then Andres Muschietti. And they only dated for a couple months. Then Bianca Buddy. It says that they divorced in December 2021. Does that mean that they were married? Then Valentino Lannis, who was a telenovela star. But this is 2006. And now let's quickly look at their relationship before the drama. So this actual event that's going on right now, this is their first public outing together as a couple. So nobody knew what was happening right now. Like, he pulled Amber Heard out of the car and nobody knew that was gonna happen. It's pretty clear to me that Johnny Depp is definitely an introvert and Amber Heard is definitely an extrovert.
Amber Heard, why?
So then, also during their relationship, apparently Amber Heard like illegally brought her dogs to Australia and then she had to do like a big apology to the world and Johnny Depp was there too. And the video's so weird, you have to watch this.
Australia is free of many pests and diseases that are commonplace around the world. That is why Australia has to have such strong biosecurity laws.
And Australians are just as unique, both warm and direct. When you disrespect Australian law, they will tell you firmly.
Australians are unique, both warm and erect? Johnny.
Motherfucker! Motherfucker!
What happened?
So what we don't know and what I didn't know about this video is that morning, Johnny Depp's mother died. The comments are also saying that he like lost a lot of money that day or something too. So he's in like a horrible, horrible mood right now. And what Amber's doing is saying, I want to film this as proof for, I guess she had it planned from the start that she wants to, you know, blame him for assault and then get a lot of money out of it.
happened this morning. You know that?
Were you in here?
No.
So then nothing happened to you this morning?
Yeah, you're right. I just woke up and you were so sweet and nice. We were not even fighting.
Doesn't it look like a Johnny
All I did
Depp
was say
impersonator?
Did something happen to you this morning? I don't.
So he's obviously drunk also, and so he was self-medicating. Listen, I've had bad days and I've slammed cabinet doors too. What is this video? Like, okay, he's in a bad mood. That's what I'm seeing.
No, that's the thing.
You want to see crazy? I'll give you fucking crazy. That's crazy.
There's the mega pint.
You poured yourself a mega pint of red wine, correct?
A mega pint. Are you crazy?
Have you drunk this whole thing this morning?
Oh, you got this going? You got this going?
I just started it.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Really?
He threw that shit. So the interesting thing after this is, watch her laugh. Now, their relationship and their court case has been analyzed from every which way. So what I'm here to do is to try to break down where there's red flags. If you're in a relationship where you notice anything similar to what happened in their relationship, I want to be able to help you notice those red flags and be able to change the outcome or try to change the outcome. That's what this video is going to be about. So first of all, in that video that we just saw, Amber is basically setting up Johnny. Now, what if this happens to you? What if you're in a bad mood and you have a partner that is filming you because for whatever reason? Now, obviously in this moment, Johnny was extremely emotional. He was very drunk. He's having a super bad day. Probably not a good idea to communicate with your partner filming you right then and there when you are not in the right headspace. However, wait till the next day, wait till that night and talk to your partner. There's two really big things about being in a relationship that help it. And if you don't do these things, it's likely not going to be a good relationship. So if you've ever been in a relationship before, you want to get into a good relationship, or you're already in a good relationship, these two things, and they're really simple and you've heard of them a million times, but it's good to get reminded and to really understand what they mean. One, communicate everything openly, freely, and without judgment, okay? Super, super big. Communicate without judging negatively the other person. Every time you express yourself, I want you to express it in the form of, I feel like this because this happened to me. Not, you did this and you're bad, that's why I'm right. Never do that. So number two is you should always have your partner's well-being in mind. So I never ever want you to be communicating with your partner only thinking about yourself and your benefit. Always have their benefit, their well-being in your head. How could I help them? I want them to feel good. I want them to benefit from this relationship, from this situation, just as much as I want to. If those two things are always going on in a relationship, you probably have a good relationship. Now, what if you go, well, what if I'm the only one that's giving, and I'm never getting in return? Well, I mean, we could talk about that, but the simple answer is eventually after you communicate that with your partner and it's still not happening, well, then you move on, you break up. That's as simple as that. So aside from the drugs, the drinking, the fighting, the self-harm, the arguing, it's very likely that Amber and Johnny, one, did not communicate openly all the time with zero judgment onto the other person. And two, they did not have their partner's well-being in mind just as much as their own. This is both parties here. So I'm not here to make a video that's taking Johnny's side or taking Amber's side. I really don't care. All I care is helping you have a great relationship and teaching you how you can learn from their failed relationship. So Amber filming her husband is already way past the point of them being able to openly communicate with each other without any judgment or having the other person's well-being in mind. It's obvious that Amber was not doing this for Johnny's well-being, and it's obvious that she's filming this because there was a lack of communication. If this happened early on in the relationship, relationship before they were married, in the first few months of a relationship, I would say don't even communicate with this person. Just break up with them, leave them if you were being filmed like this. But if you guys have really built something together and you really want it to work out, then I do think that communication can solve their issues. Like I said though, these two are so far deep into an unhealthy relationship, unhealthy lifestyle, that it was just beyond repair here. So instead of filming her husband, Amber could have sat him down and said, I feel really scared when you get violent. I feel really scared when you drink. I feel really scared when you do drugs. And I want to let you know that I can't be in a relationship with you if you are violent. I can't be in a relationship with you if you are constantly getting too drunk and doing too many drugs too often. I just can't do that. So I completely understand if you want to have some drinks at night or every now and then do drugs or something like that. I've never been with somebody that did drugs, so it's not really in my world. But yeah, if you are okay with your husband doing drugs rather kind of frequently, whatever. But it's to the point now where it's way too much and it's really upsetting me. I also can see that you're upset about what's going on in your life and you're self-medicating with alcohol, which is really bad. I would love to help you benefit by actually going somewhere to get real help. That's one thing that Amber could have said if Amber was not Amber. Now for Johnny, this happened to him. He was filmed by his wife. He got really upset, obviously. I would say cool off, first of all. Spend some time apart. Collect your thoughts. Approach this at night or the next morning. Chat with her. I felt horrible. I felt betrayed. I felt like you filming me was the worst possible thing that you could do. It makes me feel like you don't love me. It makes me feel like you're using me or you're planning to trick me somehow. It's making me second guess your love for me and this relationship in general. I want us to be together. I love you so, so much. And I just don't see you as that type of person. I want to know why you would do something like that. And perhaps I could help you with what you wanted. Maybe we could figure something out.
After you fucking got physically violent with me, I texted Travis. I said, come up here because I didn't want anything to happen.
I mean, yeah.
It's coming to what? Save me?
No, go ahead. Continue. You Travis to the rescue.
No, that was the last one.
I don't know where this conversation started. I don't really know who Travis is. I don't know what's going on. But what I can hear is Amber's angry at Johnny. And she's kind of mocking him and going, Travis to the rescue. Like, Travis is going to save you. I don't know who Travis is. Maybe a bodyguard, maybe a good friend, something like that. But already, right off the bat, it's clear that Amber does not have Johnny's best interest in mind in this relationship. She has her own best interest in mind. And that's why she said, Travis to the rescue. She's trying to upset him, and she did upset him. So not non-judgmental communication, bad communication, judgmental communication, which is an argument.
That was the last insult.
Yeah, and he goes, that was the last insult. He just couldn't take it anymore.
You called me a liar, and yet
I watched you lie.
You called me a liar.
I watched you lie. I heard it.
I don't know if Johnny was recording this. I think Johnny was the one that was recording this. I'm not sure though.
I was right there.
There's no what. You still haven't told me what lie it is. But yet, every single fucking time. You know you do this every single fucking time.
We'll talk to Travis.
I'm not fucking talking to nobody.
No,
fuck that. You go fucking jerk him off. I don't care.
So it's another insult. She's trying to piss him off, which is you're not going to resolve a relationship this way. Listen, I'm coming at it from a non-biased place. I'm coming at it as though I don't know anything about these two. And if I was meeting Amber right now, I would say, listen, I get that you're angry and that you want to hurt him in times where you guys are arguing. And I'm sure you really do love him and that you want the best for him. And when your emotions are high, the best thing that you want to say, the thing that feels the most right, is to hurt him because you feel hurt somehow. But for you to get your hurt to not hurt anymore, hurting him never, ever, ever will help. It'll only hurt altogether. You're going to have to find it in your heart to say, this is the man I love more than anything in the world. I want the best for him just as I want for me. And because of that, I'm going to approach this with zero judgment and all love, and I want his benefit. I want his well-being to be just as important to me as my own.
And I watched you lie, and then I
didn't punch you. By the way, I'm sorry that I didn't
punch you.
across the face in a proper sense.
Hi, this is future Anthony from a future time, because I forgot to tell you something like really, really important, and that actually kind of goes along with what we've been talking about. How to actually have a real discussion with somebody that you care about. Well, guess what? I want to teach it to you. How to have a conversation with anybody. How to become an amazing conversationalist. Well, that's my new class, and I put it on Skillshare. Why did I put it on Skillshare? So you could have it for free. Skillshare is an amazing platform where creators can make professionally made classes for you with 0 ads. So if you click the link in the description and use the code, the first 1,000 people to sign up will get a free month of Skillshare on me, and you get my class. So what you do once you're in there, you search my name, Anthony Resinello, and then you click on my class, you watch it, you enjoy it, you benefit from it, and then if you like Skillshare, you continue with Skillshare and get more classes. For instance, there's this YouTuber named Ali Abdal, and he makes a ton of classes on Skillshare. My favorite one actually is the one on how to start a YouTube channel. That's another class on Skillshare that you will get for free when you sign up for the free trial. Month long, by the way, with Amber and Johnny. They're not good conversationalists. Johnny is an amazing actor, but it's obvious when it comes to relationships, there's some issues between those two. If they only took my Skillshare class, maybe all of this could have been avoided. I know all of you, everybody watching, especially you. Hey, you, I know you've been in a conversation before where you go, I guess that's all I have to say. But you wish you could keep talking. I teach you exactly how to just have conversation be flowing easily out of your mouth without you even thinking. I want to thank Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Let's get back to it.
But I was hitting you. It was not punching you. Babe, you're not punched.
Don't tell me what it feels like to be punched.
You know, even a lot of fights been around a long time. I know. Yeah,
no, when you fucking have a closed fist.
You didn't get punched. You got hit. I'm sorry I hit you like this, but I did not punch you.
Amber hitting Johnny is another sign that she is emotionally unstable. But guess what? Johnny is also emotionally unstable. They both have issues that they need to work out and improve upon. This is not going to be a video that's just shitting on Amber the whole time. But the fact that Amber has in fact hit Johnny and has in fact physically assaulted a past partner shows that Amber just does not know how to be in a relationship, nor does Johnny. But just talking about physical assault, if you are ever hit, to me, that's a non-negotiable. If you're ever hit, I want you to just leave the relationship. If you're married, I want you to just get divorced. To me, physical assault is never acceptable. I'm a very black and white type of person. I want to work out a lot of things, but if there's physical assault, you just leave. Just leave immediately. If they are capable of hitting you, it means they're capable of doing it again. They're capable of doing other things, and they've likely done this in the past. This is not something that just randomly happened. Oh, they just hit me out of nowhere. That's not a normal thing for somebody to do. So I don't know where this is in the timeline of their relationship, but if this happened, I would just tell Johnny, end it right there. Leave right there. Now, if their fight did get to the point where she hit Johnny, that means that this was probably already a super heated argument in the first place. It means that it should have never even gotten to that point. So they're both allowing it to get to that point. Whereas somebody that is emotionally stable knows how to actually have a healthy discussion instead of a toxic argument, would be able to like sunset the argument real quickly as soon as they notice it coming up. Switch it to a place where there's no more negativity and the other person's interest is in mind as well, regardless of how much they seem to be hurting you at the moment. Because quite often, if you're in a relationship with somebody and that person's hurting you in an argument, it's likely that they're just heated. They don't really mean, not all the time, they don't really mean exactly what they're saying. They just feel this need to hurt the person in a way to feel better. It's important for you as a healthy, emotionally stable person to know that when somebody is attacking you in an argument, it's likely that they don't really feel that way. They are just trying to hurt you because they feel hurt and they're trying to make themselves feel better, and that's the only way that they've been taught. Now, if you could shift the dynamic from that place into a more healthy spot, it's not easy because it's going to take you to swallow your pride. You are going to have to get off of the defense, get off the offense, and truly calm yourself and come at this relationship, this dynamic, this interaction from only a place of pure love for yourself and for that other person. This is going to be a practice. This is not going to be something that you're going to be so easily able to do the first time, but I want you to practice it to get in that headspace where you're going, I'm here for them just as much as I am for me. I'm not trying to do even the smallest jab. I'm not trying to condescend this person when I try to bring this into a healthier place by going, oh, you're talking so negatively. Oh, I want to bring this into a place that's not toxic. Don't say anything like that. Just calm yourself. Look at the person that you love more than anything in the world and give them the love that they need.
I can deck you. I fucking was hitting you.
You can't.
I don't know what the motion of my actual hand was, but you're fine. I did not hurt you. I did not punch you. I was hitting you.
How are your toes?
What am I supposed to do? Do this?
How are your toes?
I'm not sitting here bitching about it, am I? You are.
Oh,
that's the difference between me and you. You're a fucking baby.
Because you start physical fights?
You're such a baby!
Because
Grow the fuck up,
Because you start physical fights?
I did start a physical fight.
Yeah, you did, so I had...
The right thing that Johnny did is he left. He cooled off. And then he was able to collect his thoughts, collect his vibe, and go back into the interaction a little more calm. And it seemed like he was trying to do that. I don't think it was coming from a place of complete love for his partner, but he was trying. And like I said, if this happened to me, if my partner hit me, I would just leave immediately. There's never, ever, ever any excuse for physical violence towards each other in a relationship.
Gotta change how we do things, and I want to trust you, and I feel like all the trust is gone.
Like I've said before, I do think that Amber did love Johnny, and I do think that Johnny loved Amber. And Amber talking right here, it was recorded. I don't know who recorded this, but she said, we got to change how we do things, and I want to trust you, and I feel like all the trust is gone. Now, I don't know where this is coming from. I want to see where the rest of this conversation goes. It could be that she's still trying to manipulate here, but I want to give her the benefit of the doubt based on what she said. This is so far so good.
Fucking trust is gone in the relationship because you keep splitting.
I'm not gonna be in a physical fucking altercation with you.
Then don't.
You fucking hit me last night. You fucking...
What about all the other times you split? Come on, you cannot act like that. It's about that. It's not.
Well, on a plane, I can't split.
No, and you hit back. So don't act like you don't fucking participate.
I pushed you.
So already, listen, I don't think Johnny is actually hitting Amber, and it sounded like he's defending himself, but honestly, it's already way too far gone. If somebody's hitting you, you just leave. You just say, please stop, stop, stop. And if they don't stop, you leave. Don't ever push the person back unless you literally cannot leave. Unless you cannot get the person to stop and you cannot walk away, then you have to defend yourself. Other than that, don't get into it. Don't touch the person.
I'm not going to get into the details of that fight. You and I both know that you split when there is no physical violence involved. And that you do it like at the very beginning of fights these days.
So she goes, I don't know what split means. She's basically saying, I have to hit you because you split if I don't. I don't know what split means. Split could mean leaving. It could mean exploding while you're drunk or on drugs. I don't know what it means, but she's saying, I have to hit you or you will split, which is a manipulative thing to say. But it does sound like she's trying here. Like, again, I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt with no bias, but you know, I do know that she's a manipulative person.
If you split and you go into a different room and you don't actually leave that house, it does nothing but perpetuate the fight.
So what it seems like she's saying is you leave every time there's an altercation. To me, what it sounds like is Johnny does not have the tools necessary to be able to have a discussion with Amber that's healthy. So instead of him exploding, getting really, really much worse than he already is, he just leaves because he knows that's the only way to stop the fight. What Amber's saying is true. If you do that, you're never going to end our battles. You're never going to end our issues. We have to communicate it. I think that Johnny just doesn't know how, which is why you see that he self-medicates. He does a lot of drugs and he does a lot of drinking of the alcohol.
Really, when you split on me, how do you feel when I leave you?
When I split, when I go into the other room, you said.
And getting me a room, getting another room in a hotel is just the same thing.
And you can sit here and call me names, but you get called a name and what do? That's the last insult!
I'm not gonna say that Johnny is this like angel that does nothing wrong. Listen, he gets fucking wasted and he argues with his wife. He calls her names. He's probably a big dick. I'm not saying that he's this angel and Amber is just this big manipulator. That's definitely not how it is. It takes two to party, takes two to tango. But I do think that Johnny leaving, getting a new room, going into another room, is his way of going, this is going way too far. I need to cut this off because I don't know how to not argue. So something that I hear people talk about a lot is like, oh, you're not in a relationship unless you're fighting. Like, fights always happen in relationship. They're healthy to fight. No, it's not healthy to fight. Fighting should never happen. You should not fight in a relationship. If you do, there's something wrong. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't fix it, as we talked about. You can shift into a different dynamic. You could train yourself to feel pure love for that person and kind of lose that defense, offense, kind of like, we're fighting right now. Step away, try not to think of any way to hurt this person and coming at it from only how could I help this person. It is entirely possible for you in your relationship right now to never ever fight again, or for you in your next relationship to never ever fight. It just takes practice of communication with zero judgment, and 2, having the other person's interest in mind. Now, if you've never been here before, my name's Anthony Resinello. I'm a social and relationship coach. I've been on Fox, I've been on CNN, I've been in the New York Times. And what I mainly do on this channel is react to celebrities, movies, reality shows, and their relationships, and help extract some sort of advice I could give to you to help you in your own dating and relationship life. I teach conversation skills, confidence, flirting, texting, and I do so from a non-red pill, non-pickup artist, creepy weirdo way. I want you to have healthy relationships, and I'm speaking to all genders in my videos. So if you like this video, please subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications, and I'll see you in the next one.